Ooh. What is up, guys? Matty Brawlick here. Psych, that's the wrong number. You got illusion here. Trying and failing to recreate the greatest intro of all time. We can't be spamming the ALEM. We don't want it to get expired this early. So we gotta switch up intros and go. The ooh is always a classic. And join with me today, we've got sometimes special, sometimes not guest. Aye. What is up?
Yo, what's up, guys? You got me back again, once again, here to help Illusion in his explanation for his team. But,
Boys.
yeah.
I don't want to interrupt my boy but boys, if we win this game, we pretty much have a good shot of making playoffs. Zeden is our biggest divisional rival, and if we beat him, we're basically almost set in playoffs. We'll at least be, set. We can win out. But Zeden is the opponent we absolutely have to beat. If we lose to Zeden, we're out of playoffs. That's all she wrote. It's over, my boys. But we're gonna win. And my team is the same as always. You know, Tapu Koko, Empoleon, Slowbro. You know what it is. You know, terrible team that I drafted with broken bonds. And why don't you lead off Zeden's team?
Alright. So, Lord Zeden has the Landorus Therian as his Demon. Weavile. Clefable. Rosary.
You right there, man?
Wadic. It's been a long day. I'm sorry.
No, there's just a wind attacking you.
Meow. The ELECTrode, and we all know how much Illusion loves ELECTrode.
Dude, fuck ELECTrode. If he brings ELECTrode, I will never respect Zeden ever again.
Goth or Rita and Mega Sister. If you lose to ELECTrode, I'm kicking you off the channel.
Dude, you can't do that. That's not allowed. Okay, so
that's not allowed.
Let me get into the team, my boys. We got Tapu Koko, Electrium Z, Wild Charge, Brave Bird, Hidden Power, Ice Roost. Pretty standard. Wild Charge. Z Wild Charge lets me break through a lot of his Pokemon. Especially Clefable, which, you know, Clefable is broken Pokemon. You know, tanks up hits. If he sets up Cosmic Powers, it's going to be annoying AF. You've used Clefable before, right?
Yes, I have.
And how many times have you brought, a Cosmic Power set?
Every damn time. No, not really. It can be useful, but every time I brought it, I got crit. So. Yeah,
my team doesn't have a lot of, breaking power versus Clefable, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My best breakers, Heracross.
Something interesting about Illusion's team is I kind of had a hand in building it for this week.
Yeah.
We kind of switched places because we haven't been doing the best in NPL Minor, so I was like, you know what? Let me build your team, and you build my team. But, I'm not going to spoil anything for what happened with my match, but it should be uploaded a bit before his. But, yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into the team. I don't want to waste time on this team builder too long. We got Electrium Z Koko, hits hard. Hidden Power Ice for Landorus, Wild Charge, hits hard. Next we got Sugarberry and Empoleon, Stealth Rock, Flash Cannon, Hydro Pump, Grass Knot. Pretty much hits his entire team pretty hard. I have enough speed to outspeed my Lodic. I doubt he'll be speed creeping because he needs all the bulk he can get versus my Pokemon. And this can also take on Clefable with as much special attack as I have. And Sugarberry lets me take even a Banded Earthquake with this amount of bulk, so that's nice. I have my Wind Condition Infernate set, Calm Mind, Taunt, Flamethrower, Slack Off, and this set... Oh yeah.
Sorry.
You can talk about it a little bit more.
So I actually gave him this set, except he changed Taunt, or I had... what's the fighting? It's not Arm Thrust, it's Vacuum Wave, yeah. I always think it's Arm Thrust for some reason, but I had Vacuum Wave instead of Taunt. So this set is basically designed to always switch in on Weavile, unless he's Aerial Ace, Life Orb, but who brings that?
And even then, he has to be scared of Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave.
Yeah, exactly.
And this build lets me take it... I get to it KO, but I don't get O-Code from a healthy amount.
Yeah, exactly. And it has no speed to outspeed. Max speed Landorus, so, the rest in the bulk and HP. But this is definitely a win con for him.
Yeah, there's one Pokemon on his entire team that can beat this. And that Pokemon is Scarf Landorus and also Azelf, so 2 Pokemon. I can deal with Scarf Landorus. Azelf, I have something in the back for, but if I can get rid of Azelf, this Pokemon can win the game.
Also, Gigalith can kind of beat it.
True. Definitely true.
But and Milotic.
Milotic, I can actually beat Milotic 1v1 if he comes in on me and I'm like +2.
What if he's Life Orb?
If he's Life Orb, then GG. Don't worry about it. This set beats my Life Orb. I'll dodge every hit. Next we got...
Also, Scarf Gothorita could be an issue for Infernape now that I think about it.
Dude.
And Mienshao. Actually, Mienshao just got speeds and kills.
Mienshao is no counter. Speaking of Mienshao, I got this Vileplume right here. Strength Trap, Hidden Power, Fire, Venoshock, Sludge Bomb. This is my Mienshao switch-in. If he U-turns, I can like potentially get like a Sleep Effect Spore. This resist high jump kick, even like Reckless, Banded, Adamant. I'll be able to take. Not well. I'll almost get 2-hit KO, but I won't get 2-hit KO. So good Pokemon.
Yeah.
This speed out. Oh,
sorry.
Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say is the Venoshock tech and the speed outspeeds min speed Clefable. There's absolutely no way he can speed creep because he needs every ounce of bulk to be able to take on my threats. And Venoshock, what I can do is, if I get a Sludge Bomb poison, he can't really calm Mind up on me for free because of how much damage Venoshock is doing.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, when I was helping Illusion prep for his match, I thought if he was going to bring Mienshao that he'd bring like a Power Herb bounce set because it killed Mega Heracross and it hit Vileplume. But I think we EV'd it out to be able to live a bounce.
It lives a bounce very easily.
Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say. That's it.
Next, I have Gligar, Toxic, Aquatail, Roost, Defog. Pretty standard. Beats what's his face? Landorus. Switches into that. And then I have Sceptile, Leaf Storm, Hidden Power Fire, Energy Ball, Pursuit. And this Pokemon is meant to Pursuit Trap Azelf. If he switches out on a Pursuit and he's just a standard max speed set, he'll actually die to rocks when he comes back in. Most likely. It's like a roll, but roll in my favor. So, Pursuit does a lot. Does around like 80 around, I want to say that much, to Azelf if he switches out. And if he's like Life Orb, that's perfect. And it outspeeds, so that's why I have it.
If he stays in, though, on the Pursuit, goes for the Ice Punch.
So it's kind of a 50-50 because I don't die to anything, and Energy Ball hits really, really hard, and Leaf Storm. So it's going to be a 50-50. Hopefully he switches out fearing me to go for like a Leaf Storm or something, but we'll see. And so let's get right into the match.
Yeah.
Boy, why am I always on the opposite side? Let me switch sides. So, Zeden brings like a broken team, as always. Landorus, what's his face? Clefable, Roserade, Azelf, Electrode, Scizor, Mega Sizz. Shocked to see no Weavile. Like maybe like an Aerial's Ace set that like you said.
Yeah.
Would have been good.
I can understand why he didn't bring it though.
Definitely.
Because of like Coco.
What I'm really shocked to see is that broken Electrode staring me right down. Did not expect to see that Pokemon. And hopefully my team can take it on. I do have an electric immunity and an electric resist, so we'll see how it goes. So I lead, he leads Landorus, I lead Empoleon, and as you said, I'm Sugarberry, and so I can live any hit. He could go for like superpower, but
no man goes for superpower on Empoleon.
I'm not facing Gypsy King, okay? No, he's not bringing Titanium Z. Okay, he's definitely going for Earthquake, and if he's like a Scarf superpower, I live, and Lander's gone, especially if his Scarf helps my Infernape. And can you guess what move I went for, II? You
went for the Grass Knot.
Exactly. I went for the Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
So I live that Earthquake easy peasy, like 54%. I go for Hydro Pump and I kill that Landers. Psych! He takes negative amounts of damage.
That was so funny, man.
Dude, why did the Earthquake do almost as much as my Hydro Pump?
It's funny because you're modest, too.
Yeah, this is max, like almost max special attack Modest Empoleon. That's like super bulky Assault Vest Landers. And at this point, I'm pretty shook by that damage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shook by that damage. That did negative. That was max special attack, barely doing over half the landers. And I don't want him to Earthquake again, so I just go into Gligar as he U-turns.
Yeah, good play on his part.
And he goes into Azelf, and he can go for like Ice Punch or something. He can go for Knockoff. He can do a ton of damage with Psychic. And I really don't want to deal with any of those things. So I switch out into Empoleon. He goes for the Stealth Rocks, and he goes for the Thunderbolt, and he kills my Empoleon. I just want to say that Empoleon is trash for not doing that much damage to the Landorus. Any opinions on Empoleon?
It was kind of questionable that you went into, because like you knew he was going for rocks there.
Yeah, I was expecting him for like Psychic. I was hoping he was like Life Orb.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But my main plan was to Pursuit Trap this with Sceptile, and I was willing to sack Empoleon to get Sceptile in. And now he's Pursuit Trapped. And so I go into Sceptile. I go for the Pursuit. He doesn't switch out. That does 36. And he Psychics. And I barely lived that. And now it's a 50-50. If I go for like Energy Ball or Leaf Storm here, he dies. And if I go for Pursuit and he switches out, he dies. So I'm basically betting it all on killing this Azelf. If I get rid of this Azelf, if you look at the rest of his team, Infernape does really well, especially if I get up rocks. Gligar can check the Landorus, and he's not Scarf, so if I get up on enough, I can kill him. And then Clefable, Electrode, and Roserade are beaten by Infernape if I get enough Calm Minds up. So
yes, exactly.
So what would you go for here, II?
Honestly, I'd go for Pursuit, because Roserade and Scizor are such easy switch-ins as well. So
Yeah.
can grasp me.
He saw my Life Orb.
And he needs Azelf. He needs Azelf.
He needs Azelf. It does so well versus my team, so it makes sense for him to switch out. He doesn't.
Right, yeah, no.
Can't say it was a bad play because it was a 50-50. It was a coin flip, and he didn't know my Infernape set, so he didn't feel the need to preserve this as much as he should have.
At the same time, damage on Azelf was always helpful, too.
Yeah. So I lose my Sceptile.
If you were racking me, that is, but...
Yeah, this was just a unfortunate play. I lose my Empoleon and Sceptile for nothing to show. I was basically betting it all on Pursuit Trapping this Azelf, and it didn't work. And now I'm kind of in a bad position. I go into Coco because it's honestly the only thing that outspeeds Azelf. And the only play I think I can go for is for Brave Bird. I do a little bit of damage to Electrode, and I make a choke play. I go into Vileplume because I didn't think this thing could do that much damage to my Vileplume, no matter what move it went for. And he goes for the Hidden Power Ice. It doesn't do that much. Hidden Power Ice. So I'm like, okay, he can't 2-hit KO me. I'm gonna be fine.
But wait, there's more.
Spoiler alert, boys. I'm not fine. He goes for the Z. He goes for the Z Gigavolt Havoc and sends my Vileplume into the Nether Realm.
Yeah. Z Electrode.
Not even the front. I didn't even know this was his Zmon. Dude, broken Pokemon. How is a resisted hit doing that much damage? Tell me that much.
Well, Electric Train.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm thinking this is like Z Thunder or Z Thunderbolt. Z Thunder was actually a roll. And, actually a roll in my favor to live, but it was a roll. And so, that sucks. So, I go into Tapu Koko. So, I basically have to go for like the Z Gigavolt Havoc to kill this thing off.
Yep.
And he goes for the Zap Cannon.
Wait.
Somebody, first of all...
He hits.
Wait. First of all, that's an L for bringing Electrode. Second of all, that's an L for using Zap Cannon. Are you kidding me? Whose mans is this?
Dude, he had no fear.
Dude, literally no fear.
He stayed with Azelf. He went for Zap Cannon. No, he had AV.
That Azelf staying in wasn't the only 50-50 coin toss he won. And he does a metric fuck ton of damage to my Tapu Koko. And I go for the Gigavolt Havoc. Wah, wah, wah. It kills, but my Coco is basically dead to anything now. And I'm basically betting it all on Infernape and Gligar to hopefully win the day for me. But it's not looking good, boys. That's all I want to say. That Electro, I should have probably stayed in and went for the Gigavolt Havoc to kill him off. But I thought Vileplume could take any hit, and I didn't realize it was his Z-Mon. And I thought I would even live a Z-Thunder. I did not foresee Zap Cannon. Ripperoni. So he goes to Roserade. I could go in like Gligar, but I'm thinking he's Cobra Berry, and if he's like Technician, Hidden Power Ice, I can pretty much lose the game right here. So I sack my Coco. He's Scarf, and I view this as the perfect time to defog these rocks away, and maybe, just maybe, I can squeeze a win out with Infernape. If I get rid of the Azelf, my Infernape still has a good chance to win. He goes into Clefable here, and I go for Toxic thinking he's unaware because of my team structure. The fact I have Mega Heracross and whatnot to try and break through this, and he reveals he is unaware. So I can actually beat this 1v1 now. Even if he's Heal Bell, it's probably going to be in my favor, and if worse comes to worse, I can go into Infernape and taunt him and start Calm Minding up on my own, but he gets a crit on Moonblast. That didn't really matter. I would have been full here, but that doesn't, I'm at a high amount of HP anyways. He goes into Roserade, and I go into Infernape to basically scout the Hidden Power Ice. I don't want to get hit by a Technician Hidden Power Ice. That would do a lot and potentially kill. So I go into Infernape. He goes for the Leaf Storm. And this is the perfect time for me to get a hit off. Because I could have started Calm Minding there, but I really want to get a hit off if he goes into Azelf. I have a chance to win. Azelf and Landorus are the only ones that beat Infernape, and Gligar beats Landorus. So if I get rid of the Azelf, I can 1v1 his last Pokemon. And that's what I'm going for. No matter what he does, 1v1 Infernape. He goes for the Hidden Power Flying, I believe. I go for the Roost. It's easy for me to go into Infernape here. Even if he U-turns, there's nothing he can really go into that threatens my Gligar except for Azelf. But he just goes for the SD in case I stayed in. I just Flamethrower here. And this is the perfect time for me to taunt and start Calm Minding on the Clefable. As he goes for Moonlight. And this is the perfect time for me to Calm Mind. His Clefables. Oh, my bad, boys. I'm bad at Pokemon. I went for the Flamethrower. I just want to kill his Clefable off. I think the correct play for me was to go for the Calm Mind here. But I just go for the Flamethrower. As he gets the special attack drop on the Moonblast, which kind of sucks. But he goes into Azelf, and I basically have to hope that my Gligar can beat this 1v1. He goes for the Psychic right here, and that does a lot of damage. I have to keep roosting up right here, betting on crits and Spadef drops, so I can kill this thing. If I manage to kill this thing with my Gligar pretty healthy, I can pretty much beat the last 3 Pokemon with Infernape. Gligar, Infernape, 1v1, Landorus, Roserade, and Mega Sizz. So if I can get rid of this Azelf, I can win the game. But I make a crucial mistake. Instead of roosting up the full and going for Toxic, I go for Aqua Tail, thinking it would kill the Azelf. And then I would be at 31, enough health to live an Earthquake from, or even a Hidden Power Flying from Landorus. And my Aqua Tail does 23%. Wah, wah, wah. And I lose the game. Dude, I don't know if you guys can see the chat, but I'm raging. Gligar is freaking trash. And now I'm out of playoffs, boys. Moment of silence.
Alright, that's enough silence. Yeah, so Illusion and, well, Illusion, if you haven't seen my video, the only Trigovine member out of playoffs right now. So technically, I own the channel now.
Ass. Yeah, I'm sad. I should have played. My play was to roost up was actually to keep roosting up, I think, but that was just playing around with Christians for death drops. The point that really lost me the game, especially was the fact that I didn't get rid of this As Elf with Sceptile. Just goes to show, when you're 50-50s, kids, dodge Zap Cannon, and you too may not lose to ELECTrode like me. See you guys later.